Hey guys, and welcome to episode 7. So we are picking up right where we left off because I don't play my Forever World unless I'm recording. So we are picking up where the last episode ended off. And I think it's so funny that I told you guys in the last episode that I love the Fast and the Furious movies, and you guys were shocked by that. And then I thought about it and I was like, well, you guys don't really know me that much, so I decided in this episode that I'm going to be gathering resources and kind of just like chatting with you guys. I don't really chat much about myself a whole lot while recording these parts, so today I'm just going to be chatting and kind of letting you guys get to know me a little bit more while I gather resources and just do some odds and ends around the place. So that's kind of like what we're gonna do today. We don't really have like a set goal. I'm just gonna be doing whatever. So yeah, I love the Fast and the Furious movies because I really like cars. My dream car is a Dodge Charger wide body. I want it in the color blue. I think muscle cars are great. So yeah, that is my dream car. Also, my other dream car right now is a Toyota Land Cruiser. And I'm going to pop up a photo right here on the screen. This is the car that I want. I want it so bad. And I showed this picture to one of my friends that I wanted this. And he was like, that's not stock. And I'm like, yeah? Like, what's your point? You know, because like who buys a cool car and keeps it stock? Like nobody buys a Mustang and then keeps their Mustang stock and like drives it around. Like nobody does that, you know? So I just thought that comment was kind of funny from him. But yeah, I want a Toyota Land Cruiser too. I think they're so cool. Because I really like, I would like the modern one that I just showed you, but I also would love one from like the 1980s. Those were good models. So like I like cars and things like that, and I guess like all my friends and stuff know that, but I don't know, I feel like I don't share a lot of like personal stuff with you guys, so you guys were a bit more like shocked by that. And I was like, wow, I just need to talk more about myself so that you guys can get to know me more. I want to collect some dirt, so I might start collecting some dirt over here. But yeah, so, well, I'm going to come over to the barn and kind of clear some more space out, I think. But yeah, so I'm just going to chat with you guys about, like, I guess, like, my interests and stuff. But yeah, I really like cars. What else was I going to mention? Oh yeah, so I'm recording this late at night. I'm honestly kind of tired, but I have to record this episode late because I have a story for you guys. So I live in an apartment, and so I have neighbors, obviously. And the neighbor that lives next door to me, or did live next door to me because she just moved out, she had a pit bull. And I'm totally fine with pit bulls. I like pit bulls. I think they're really cute dogs. I think they're great dogs as long as they're trained properly, just like with any potentially dangerous breed. Like Naira is a potentially dangerous breed, being a German Shepherd. And so I did a lot of training with her to make sure that she was socialized and she wasn't dangerous to people because they are prone to aggressive behavior. So my neighbor just moved out because her dog, her pit bull, attacked Naira right before Christmas. Because she just, I don't know why people have dogs and just don't keep their dogs on leashes, and also just don't like watch their dogs. And so before work a couple months ago, like right before Christmas, like a week before Christmas, I was taking Naira to the bathroom and I took her outside, and the lady next door had her pit bull out, which I didn't see it when I went outside. And she had let her pit bull out and wasn't outside with it. And the dog was not on a leash, didn't have a collar, nothing, but like I knew it's this lady's dog. And it came at me and Naira and attacked Naira. And luckily Naira's fine. Like, she was bigger than the dog. Obviously, like, German Shepherds are bigger than pit bulls. And she's completely fine. Like, girl can hold her own. She is 8 years old, but like, homegirl, she had that, you know? I mean, obviously, like, I was screaming because my dog's being attacked and I'm freaking out, you know? And so anyways, that's just like kind of something that I had to rant about. But with that being said, she moved out, so now I am having to record this late at night because they're doing repairs to her apartment and stuff, because like after tenants move out, like the landlord company, whoever owns the place, has to like make sure the apartment's ready for the next tenant. So like that's what they're doing, and they're doing a lot of construction over there because I guess they're having to like rip up the floors and stuff and replace the floors and everything. And so I couldn't record this earlier today when I wanted to because there was a bunch of sawing going on and like a bunch of banging and stuff. I'm gonna put all this dirt in here. Oh, I love that I have all these stacks of dirt. That's awesome. Because I'm gonna need those to cover up some holes that I am probably wanting to do later. But yeah, so that was not fun that Naira got attacked, but she's fine, she's okay. I'm so thankful that she didn't get like terribly injured. Luckily, she's got longer hair, so I think that's kind of what protected her. I mean, I don't really know, but she came out unscathed, thank goodness. But yeah, and then over, I guess the neighbors across from me got a pit bull for Christmas, and so they have a pit bull puppy that is now like grown a little bit more. I mean, it's not fully grown, it's only been a couple months, but it's a lot larger now, and they take their dog outside without a leash, and I'm just like, people, like, I don't know why you think that you're like above everybody else or what, like, I don't know, but you can't just like let your dog out on a leash. Like, Naira is very well trained, and she will respond to me, and I can like let her off leash and not really have to worry about it. But I don't do that because we have leash laws where I live, and then also like I just think that's inconsiderate, and she's just a dog. Like, I trust that Naira will come back if I like call her and stuff, but I can't guarantee that 100% of the time. So I'm not going to take her off of her leash and just be like, oh yeah, like she's trained. Like, she's trained, but she's also still an animal at the end of the day and can do whatever she so pleases. So she doesn't have to listen to me if she doesn't want to. So I'm not going to risk other people's safety and their dog's safety by having my dog off of a leash. So that's just like a rant that I had to go on because that honestly makes me really mad that people do that. I'm gonna put more of this stuff in a chest. I'll put this stuff in here. I'll just empty this. I'm gonna take that steak though. I'm just gonna put all this stuff in here. I'll take it out later. But yeah, so that was like a rant that I had to go on. So I couldn't record earlier, so I'm recording later in the day, and I'm tired and I would like to go to bed. But if I don't record this now, you guys aren't getting an episode, and I can't do that. Like, I'll feel really bad if I don't upload an episode. So I'm staying up later than I normally do to record this. Hopefully I'm not like grumpy because I'm getting tired, because when I get tired I get really grumpy. So hopefully I don't get like super grumpy in this episode. But I decided like I'll just collect some dirt, maybe put some finishing touches on the barn, and like fill up some holes in this episode and kind of just like chat to you guys. So that's what I'm doing. I should probably head home. But yeah, so I was like, I'm over here like, I'm gonna chat in this video, and then now that I've talked about the two things that I felt like chatting about, I'm like at a loss for words. I'm like, what do I talk about now? Because I told you my story and my rant and the movies and stuff. Like, I like cars, I said that. I don't know, like, I didn't mention that I like motorcycles too. Like, I used to want to get a motorcycle, and I don't mean like Harley style motorcycles, I mean like sport style motorcycles. But every time you tell somebody that you want a motorcycle, they're like, wow, you just have no regard for your life. And I'm like, okay, thanks. So every time I've told somebody that I get away from my barn. This is not a good idea for you guys to come over here. Okay. Well, there's only 2 of them, so that was kind of uneventful, but yeah, I would love to own a motorcycle, but I mean, yeah, motorcycles are really dangerous. So, and they're also expensive. I would buy one if I owned a home, but obviously I rent and I live in an apartment. And one of my friends who had a motorcycle, they lived in an apartment and their motorcycle got stolen. So I'm like, you know, until I have a garage, I'm not gonna get one. But I definitely like studied for one to get a license, and then I was like, well, I want to keep my motorcycle safe, so I'd kind of like to own a home and have somewhere to store it. So that'll be later. And also, like, I'm a broke college student, so like, how am I ever gonna afford a motorcycle? I mean, they're not that expensive, but they're expensive enough that you can't just like go out and buy one. So but yeah, and then I started watching the show 911. I finished season 1, and let me just say the writing for that show is kind of cringe. Like, I was watching that show and I was like getting the ick, TBH. So I don't think I'm going to continue that series. The only reason I watched it was because I was getting a bunch of YouTube shorts about it, and I was like, I want to look into this. I'm going to see if this is any good. And I watched it and I was like, you know what? Not my vibe. Not my vibe. I'm not about it. So I stopped watching it. But I don't really watch a lot of TV shows. I mainly just watch YouTube and like read and stuff. So I'm not really a big TV show person. I love The Walking Dead. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's something that I can go on and on about. I thought I killed all of you. Ah! Okay. Okay. Are you guys all dead now? Because I think you, like, may have shot one of my animals. I don't have any wheat. Let me go get some wheat and breed my animals. I need to, do that. And also I just need to collect my crops and replant them. I'm just gonna take all of them, because I'm not gonna filter it out. Like, I know some of these wheat aren't done, but I'm just gonna get everything. Okay, I'm gonna do the same with the potatoes. Okay, alright. What was I saying? Oh yeah, The Walking Dead. I love 100% my favorite show. I will never say anything is better than The Walking Dead. Actually, I need these to replant them. I love The Walking Dead so much. Oh, I got some milk. Didn't mean to do that, but... Okay, you guys breed together. You guys breed. Come over here. Breed, go make... Okay. Alright, whatever. But, yeah, I love The Walking Dead. I've seen all the seasons. when The Walking Dead announced that the last season was coming out, I was so sad. I was like, no, I love it so much. Which, like, a lot of people say that The Walking Dead got terrible towards the end, which, like, I don't disagree with. Like, the first 2 seasons were just top tier, the best The Walking Dead ever was. And then season 3, once you got introduced to, like, the governor and stuff, that's kind of where it died. Like, I hated that. But I didn't mind when they went to Alexandria and stuff, but then they met Negan, and then, like, that kind of went downhill after, you know, the tragic thing that happened there. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I still really love The Walking Dead, though. Like, I watched The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon. Oh my gosh, Daryl Dixon, 100% my favorite character. I love that man to pieces. I will watch anything that involves Daryl Dixon. So the fact that he has his own show, I was like, sign me up. I watched the first season. I haven't seen the second season, The Book of Carol, just because I haven't gotten around to it. And then also, like, my library has the first season of Daryl Dixon for free to watch. And if I want to watch season 2, The Book of Carol, I'm gonna have to pay for, like, AMC Plus. And so I'm kind of just, like, waiting for the library to get season 2 of Daryl Dixon before I watch it. But I absolutely love Daryl Dixon. Favorite character. Loved his first season of that show. It was great. So yeah, there's my spiel about that. But that, like, also leads me into my favorite video games. Like, my favorite video games are The Walking Dead, Days Gone, Dying Light. What are other zombie games? The Last of Us. Don't even get me started. I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I have not watched The Last of Us on HBO because I fear it will ruin the way that I feel about the game. Because I don't want, I'll make a couple shovels. I just really didn't think that it needed to be made into the show. And so I was just like, nah, like, I'm good. I don't really want to watch that. Like, I have a great love for the game, and I'm just going to keep it at that. Like, I don't need to watch a TV show. But, I mean, a lot of people who haven't played the game watched the show and said they loved it, which I'm like, there's a reason that it's such a great game is because it has an amazing storyline, and that's why so many people love it. And so, yeah, it would make a great TV show. It's just, I'm not interested in watching it. So I'm glad people enjoyed it. And honestly, like, I'm not a fan of them turning it into the TV show, but at the same time, like, I'm glad that people who didn't play the video game or are interested in video games got to actually enjoy the story of it. Because I don't know how accurate it was to the game, but even if it's, like, semi-accurate, that means it was still a good TV show. So I'm glad that, like, people got to enjoy that. So I'm just, personally, I don't want to watch it. But Telltale's The Walking Dead, I loved. And honestly, all of Telltale games, I loved those too. I think they, like, went out of business, but I think they're back now. Because they, like, filed for bankruptcy or something, and then they came back. But I loved Telltale Batman. I loved The Wolf Among Us. I loved, I think The Walking Dead is it. I think those are the only 3 games. They might have had a Jurassic Park one, but I didn't play that. I didn't watch any LPs on it either. So, because I don't think that one was, like, super popular. But Telltale's Batman was great. Oh, and then they did The Walking Dead Michonne, which that was good. I don't think they ever finished it. But I think it only had 1 season, to be honest, but that 1 season was still good. I still liked it. But yeah. And then what else? Oh, I love like adventure story-based games. So, like, Detroit Become Human, I think that would make for a great TV show, especially with, like, everything that's going on and, like, Elon Musk making those, like, household robots. I'm like, now is the time. If you're gonna make Detroit Become Human, the game, into a TV show, you'd make a lot of money, because that is a hot topic right now. But I loved that game. I think that game is amazing. It was so good. I'm not into horror games. I don't like horror games. I'm not gonna play them, but I definitely watched the Let's Plays for Until Dawn, which is also coming out as a movie. I watched the trailer for it. Looks terrifying. I'm not gonna watch it. But it also doesn't look accurate to the game. Like, it looks like they took part of the game and then just like did whatever they wanted to with the rest of it. So I'm not gonna watch it, but if you guys played it and you saw, I don't have a bed on me. I could make a bed, so maybe I'll just do that. I need my, why don't I make another chest? How about that? That'd be a good idea. Okay, now I'm gonna empty all this out. Ah, please don't let a bunch of monsters spawn. Okay, I need my shears and I need my wood. All right, come here. I need a bed from you guys. I'm so scared right now, to be honest, that something's gonna come in here and destroy my build. Okay. That sheep's naked over there. But yeah, I watched the Until Dawn trailer the other day. It looked terrifying. The game was good. I enjoyed it. I'm not really into horror games, but I watched that, and then I also watched a Let's Play for, what is it, The Quarry? The Quarry was really good. I liked that. Ah! Okay, I thought that was gonna blow up. Ah! Gosh. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I really like The Quarry. I mean, I am not a huge horror fan. I don't like it. I don't like scary games. I don't like scary movies. I'm just not into that stuff. I'm also a Christian, which means that I don't like to watch anything remotely scary or like paranormal or anything like that. So I stay away from that stuff, but I did like those two games. I thought they had a good storyline and they were fleshed out well. And then I liked Dying Light. I think Dying Light was great. Oh, I already have shovels on me. But I wanted my axe is what I wanted. But yeah, those are just a couple of my favorite games. Oh, my axe is almost gone. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna level off. I might... Okay, I think I might do it right here. So like everything from this line this way, I'll level off and then it'll go up. Hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, you'll see it. But yeah, those are just kind of a couple of my favorite video games. But I feel like they just don't make games like that anymore. You know, like games are just... I just haven't seen any good ones lately, or any of them that look like they have like compelling storylines or anything of the sorts. I love Days Gone. That was a really good one. I really like the zombie apocalypse type of games. Those are it for me. Like, I absolutely love those. Those are always going to be my favorite. I don't know why. I don't know why those are so good, but they just are. Maybe it's just because I love The Walking Dead so much, but I don't know. So but I also used to really love Black Ops 3 when I was younger. That is always going to be my favorite Call of Duty, which I feel like that's a lot of people's least favorite Call of Duty, which is totally fine, you know? different strokes for different folks, you know? But I absolutely loved that. And then Call of Duty, like Black Ops 4 came out. I think, what is it? Black Ops 6 just came out, and I watched the trailer for it, and I was just like, are there no specialists or anything? Like, I was just kind of confused. And it didn't really look like my vibe, so I didn't get it. But I used to really love Call of Duty. I always played the campaigns when I got them. And then, like, I loved playing... I didn't really like Team Deathmatch, but I did play a lot of it. My favorite was always Search and Destroy. I loved that. I loved having to plant the bomb or like protect whoever planted it and all of that stuff. I thought that stuff was the best. Team Deathmatch I usually only went into if I was trying to up my skills. So that's really great if you're trying to do that type of stuff, but I just enjoyed the, I don't know what it, like, it's not like the severity of Search and Destroy, but like you don't respawn in Search and Destroy, so when you die, you die. I don't know. But yeah. That's basically like my video game history of like all the video games that I love. So. But I mean, Minecraft is in there too. Obviously, here I am playing Minecraft. I love Minecraft for, what is it, like, oh my gosh, like 10 years now? That's crazy, because I started playing Minecraft in 2015 and it's 2025. So I've been loving Minecraft for a good 10 years, even if I haven't played it all 10 years. But I'm glad it's back. Like, I feel like for a while there, Minecraft was out and nobody played it, but now it's like gained popularity again, and I'm like, yes, I love that, because I love Minecraft. It's a great game. Oh my gosh, I've cleared a lot of this out. I'm gonna have to plant more trees again. Okay. So this is kind of where I'm cutting it off. Let's do it like this. But yeah, if you guys have any like good games to suggest, do let me know, because I feel like they just don't make games like The Walking Dead and Days Gone and Detroit Become Human anymore. Like, The Quarry was the closest thing to come out in recent years that was like similar to the level of games that we had in the past. But I'm very much like a story-based game. Like, oh my gosh, Minecraft story mode, I feel like is definitely, like, people have controversial opinions about it. I loved it. I thought it was great, but I also love all the Telltale games. Like, I think they do a really great job. But I mean, apparently a lot of people didn't like it and it was a flop. So I've heard. I did not know that. I was completely in the dark about that. I think I'm just gonna, oops, continue this tree. I need to make another axe. I might just continue these trees down. But I mean, I liked Minecraft story mode. Did you guys like it? I thought it was good. Running out of iron. I'm gonna make one more shovel because I think I'm pretty much done for now terraforming quotes. This stuff over here. But yeah, I'd love to know like what games you guys enjoyed during your childhood. Because those were all the ones that I did. Those were like the pinnacle that... Those were all the games that grew my love for video games. Those games are what solidified it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oops. Dang. I have no, like, depth perception in this game. But yeah, and then like, I mean, obviously video games is a very big hobby of mine, but I also love to read. Like I said in the last video, I like to read romance and I like to read mystery thrillers and stuff like that. I just got done with a couple Sarah Adams books. Those were cute. They're nice, like clean romances. I know a lot of girls like to read the spicy stuff, but I don't like spicy stuff. So I like to read like the clean romances and like Christian romances and stuff. So Sarah Adams is pretty clean, but her stuff's been kind of spicy lately. The past couple of books she's come out with have had some spice in them, so I haven't read any of those. But you know, to each their own. I am like happy that she puts warnings inside of hers, like, hey, this book has some spice in it and this chapter, so if you don't want that, like, don't pick up this book or just skip these chapters. Because like movies have like ratings and stuff for like rated M for mature, or like viewer discretion is advised, like there's nudity, smoking, like, you know, all this other stuff before you watch like movies and TV shows and all of this. Like books don't have that, and I feel like they should, because like they're another form of media, just like movies and stuff are. So I don't see why books wouldn't also have like age ratings and stuff. Like some of them do have age ratings, but you don't really see it all that often. While the sun goes down, I'm gonna add this and see if I like it. Oops. Okay. How do we feel about this? Yeah, I like that. And then I think I'm gonna make some lanterns for the barn as well. But like as far as like mystery thrillers go, I don't have a pickaxe. Maybe I do in here. I like Riley Sager books. I think his books are great. I've always enjoyed those. I started out with Ruth Ware, and I liked a couple of hers. I feel like hers are great for people who are just like getting into the mystery thriller genre, because hers are pretty simple, at least the ones that I read, and I like them. But yeah, I hope you guys don't mind that I'm just like chatting about my interests. I just figured, you know, I like the YouTubers that I watch. I love hearing about what they're interested in. I don't know, like that just interests me. So I'm hoping that it interests you guys as well, and I'm not like sitting here boring you when you came from Minecraft and I'm terraforming and talking about the things that I like. So, but I enjoy listening to that. So I like to make the type of content that I like to consume. So I just know everybody's different. So hopefully you guys like this as well. But that's pretty much like kind of what makes up me. Like I would say, to describe myself, like my faith is a very big part of who I am. My love for video games is obviously a really big part of who I am. And then like my love for books and stuff, which also, here's a new recent development. I want to start learning how to sew, because I know that some of the girlies watch me. I know some of my audience is male, so I'm sorry for the male audience, but this is for the girlies. So I don't know about y'all, but it is so hard to find clothes that fit me. Like every time I go dress shopping, clothes do not fit me properly. And so I have a hard time with that. And I don't own a lot of dresses because of that. And also I'm like kind of more on the tomboy side, so I just don't really gravitate towards dresses. But I think dresses are really cute. And I want to start wearing more of them, but I can never find any that fit me. Like I go to stores all the time and I am always out of luck every single time. And I saw this really cute dress on Pinterest and it's a simple dress. And I was like, you know what? If I knew how to sew, I could make that dress. And sewing is something that I've always wanted to learn how to do. I've just never done. And so I'm like, okay, well, I would like more hobbies that don't involve being on my phone or like on the computer. Like obviously I play video games, so I am on my computer a lot. But the reason that these episodes aren't longer and that I probably won't be streaming in the future is because I feel like if I stream, I need to be streaming for a good like 4 or 5 hours to make it worth people's while. And also I just like can't do that because I get headaches really easily from being on my computer too much. And so that's why I'm probably not going to stream, because I can only do it for about an hour and a half before I get a headache. I'm going to cover up this hole. And so I feel like that's not fair. If you guys want me to stream and you're fine with like an hour and a half, I'll totally do that. And you guys can suggest games for me to play, but that's up to you guys. I don't know. I'm not much of a streamer. I feel like I'm kind of awkward, low-key. And like if I make YouTube videos, I can just edit that out, you know? Like let's be so real. If there's something that I don't like or something that I said that I feel like is cringe, I can just cut it out. Or like if I have too many long pauses, I can just cut those out too. All right. I feel like I have enough dirt for what I want. So now I'm going to plant some trees. How many bones on me? I have 1 bone. I'm going to make bone meal. So I've seen that you can plant like 4 of these together and then you can make a gigantic tree out of it. Sick. That's so cool. Whoa. And this weird dirt, moss, whatever this is, blocks just... Well, that's cool. All right, now I'm gonna just plant a bunch of trees around. I have more saplings, I think, in the chest. But yeah. I do. I have 5 saplings. Cool. I kind of need to blend this in a little bit better. Looks a little goofy right now. I'll bring this down 1. I mean, that's fine for now. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I really want to start sewing and making my own clothes. 1, because clothes are so expensive. Like even dresses are like $50, $50 to $80, which is crazy to me, at least. Like I can't afford that if I want to have more than 1 dress. I also don't go like shopping that much, but I just figured kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I won't have to worry about dresses never fitting me if I make them myself, and then I won't have to worry about paying a boatload of money for a dress if I can just make it myself for less. So, all right, I'm dumping everything in this chest and filling up my inventory with all this dirt, and we are going to go and fill up that cave that we went in the last part, because I kind of want to make a lake right there, or like a pond or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to take all of this dirt, all this lovely, lovely dirt that we have, and go fill up that hole. So that's what we're doing right now. But so I went to work and I asked everybody if they had a sewing machine, because I watched a bunch of videos on how to sew, and I'm going to go to one of the local used bookstores because they have so many books on how to sew. And I just think it's like, I think it's so cool that like women know how to sew and stuff and make their own clothes. Like, how much, like, that's such a flex to be like, if somebody compliments you and is like, oh my gosh, your dress is so cute, where'd you get it? And you're like, I made that. Like, that's such a cool thing to say. So I also want to be able to say that. Plus, I'm also just like really picky about the clothes that I wear. So I'm also like, learning how to sew would solve that problem. And I've also always wanted to learn how to sew. So, okay. I am gonna go to probably right here and start filling this up, like closing this. But yeah, so that's a new hobby that I want to get into. I don't have a lot of time, but I'm hoping like during the summer, once classes are over, I'll have time. Also, I don't know if I finished what I was saying, but I was telling my coworkers that I wanted to learn how to sew, and one of them was saying that they have an old sewing machine that like works enough for me to use it. So she's giving that to me for free $99, and I'm really excited about it. And she's gonna give me some patterns and some scraps and stuff to like practice on and stuff. So if I end up making anything cool, I'll show you guys, because I think sewing is a really practical skill to have, and honestly just like a really cool one to have. So I would like to learn how to do that. I am nervous about it though, because I am not a very patient person. So I'm kind of nervous about the fact that sewing takes a lot of patience, and I don't currently possess a lot of patience. So we shall see. But I will keep you guys updated on my sewing journey if anybody wants to know. So the sun's going down. I don't have my bed. Why do I do this? I'm not far from home, so I'll just run home really quick. But oh yeah, and also I'm going to maybe try and find a saddle in this episode by going fishing, and maybe going to the village close by, to trade with a leather worker and see if I can get a saddle, because I am very desperate for one. Very desperate for one. I also need to start chopping down these trees over here because these ones are getting in my way. So that's kind of what I wanted to do in this episode, was collect some resources and then clear out some of the forest in order to make a path to and from. All right. Back to filling up that hole. So I'm gonna fill up that hole, and then I'm gonna make it like a little pond, which I'm really excited about because I think it'll look really cute. Also, I need to replace this with a dirt block. There we go. I'm tired of seeing that random cobblestone block every time I run this way. It looks so ratchet just sitting there. All right, so now we're going to continue to fill this up. Oops, there we go. But yeah, so I hope that gives you guys kind of a better idea of me, because I feel like I haven't, like, I've shown off like my personality, but I haven't really talked about too many of my interests. And I like learning about people's interests. I think like that's my favorite part about people. Like, even if I'm not interested in what you're interested in, I'm interested to like see it through your eyes and like see how, like, I love watching people get excited about their passions in life, because that's what makes people unique. Like, your passions make you unique and make you who you are. So I love learning about people's hobbies. Like, I follow this one girl on YouTube. I don't know what her YouTube handle is, but she makes stained glass, and I'm not interested in stained glass, but I think it's so cool that she like is passionate about stained glass. So I'll sit there and watch her videos. I think it's so cool. And also, like, there's just so many things for people to be interested in, and I love seeing like different people's hobbies, because sometimes it's stuff that you like don't even know about or think about. So yeah, I love that stuff. I love learning about that stuff. So if you guys have any hobbies or anything, let me know. I would love to hear about them, because I think that's super cool. And if you share any of your hobbies with me, let me know. I would love to know if any of you sew, or if any of you like to read or anything like that. So I think that'd be really cool. I want to know about y'all's hobbies too. I like seeing what you guys comment, and I love reading your guys' comments and seeing your interests and personalities come out. I also just want to say, like, thank you for supporting me. Like, I love seeing your guys' comments about like, nice episode, or thanks for I don't know, like another great episode, or, you know, just like the things that you guys say. I love seeing those comments, and I love seeing the same people saying the same things. It's like, I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, because I'm making these videos for you guys as much as I am myself, because obviously, like, I wouldn't be making these videos if I didn't enjoy making them. But it's nice to know that there are people who enjoy making them, because, you know, I'm just a girl sitting in my room playing Minecraft and recording it, and you guys enjoy it. Like, that kind of baffles me, because I'm like, wow, people actually like watching me play Minecraft. That's like so cool. Which I don't know why it's so baffling to me, because I do the same thing. But it's like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm interesting enough. Ah, I'm on fire! But yeah, with that being said, I just wanted to show my appreciation and gratitude for you guys. I think you guys are amazing, and I love that you're part of this community that we've built here. And yeah, I think you guys are great and awesome, and I love reading your comments and all that good stuff. So I'm glad you guys are here, and I'm especially glad that you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. Okay, it is getting dark over here. I can connect this. Yeah, we're gonna connect it like that. Man, this is coming together. Obviously, like once I put water and stuff over this, I can still dig down and get to this cave, but this cave was a little bit uneventful to me, so I'm not like torn up about covering it up. And also, I'm at risk of falling into it every time I travel back and forth, so I'd rather just get it covered up. And I also think making this into like a pond, lake, whatever you want to call this body of water that I'm making, I think it's putting water here makes it a little bit more interesting of a way to cover it up rather than it just like being dirt. So I am gonna have to cut this tree down though, because I can't have a tree in the water. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make an infinite water source because I kind of forget how to do that. Oh, I watched a tutorial on how to make an infinite lava source, so I can do that too. I just am not going to do that right now. But don't worry, guys. Definitely educating myself on all things new Minecraft. Especially with all your tips too. So I'm definitely taking your guys' tips and looking things up and educating myself on it. So thank you for all the tips. I love it. I love seeing them. I love getting them. I love all the like long comments that you guys make. I love the effort that you put into making them. I think it's great. So keep leaving your comments. I love them. Love them. I love them. That's also why like I try to respond to all of them just so that you guys know like I am reading them. I do love them. I do appreciate them. And yeah, I just like I want to support you guys as much as you support me. So that is kind of where my head's at. Okay, now we're gonna go get 2 things of water. This is gonna be kind of a long walk. But hopefully I can make an infinite water source with both of these. Hopefully I can figure that out without having to look it up. Because I really just don't want to. But dang, I think I've yapped so much that I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I mean, I guess I could talk about the stuff I want to build. Like, I do want to go to the Nether soon because, like I said, I want to build a church. Obviously, like I told you guys, I was a Christian. So yeah, that like me being a Christian and stuff, like I really want to build a church because obviously like I go to church every Sunday as much as I can, at least. I don't go every Sunday, but I try to. And I really enjoy church and stuff. So I'd like to like have a church in my Minecraft world. Because that's something that's important to me. So that's part of the reason why I want to build a church. And I also think it'd be good for my building skills because churches are not easy to build. I also just think they're such beautiful buildings. Like I took an architecture class once and seeing all of the churches in France, like French churches are probably the most beautiful. Like European architecture in general is so beautiful. Like we have just brick buildings here in the US, or not brick buildings, but like concrete buildings. And they're so boring, so boring. Like I haven't traveled to Europe because 1, that's expensive. And 2, I'm also terrified of flying overseas. Like I just feel like the plane's gonna crash in the ocean, I'm gonna die. Like, that seriously is my biggest fear and why I do not want to fly overseas. But I would love to go to Europe and see all the architecture and everything. Like, it's so beautiful. But I'm terrified to fly. So, like, I can fly around the US, totally fine with that. I'm cool. You know, if the plane crashes onto the ground, I kind of have a likelihood of surviving. It's not great, but there's more of a chance of surviving than, I don't know, the middle of the ocean. So I'm more willing to like risk my life flying across the US than flying to Europe. But yeah, love French architecture. But anyways, like I was saying, the French churches are beautiful. I love them. I loved that architecture class. I loved learning about it. Honestly, I think being an architect would be really cool, but pretty sure you have to like know a lot of math or like be good at math for that, and not me. Not I. Let me do this. Let me do this. I did it. I made an infinite water source. Get it. Okay. Now I need to kind of figure out where the water's gonna end though. So let me kind of make the edge of this. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed just like getting to know me a little bit more. All right, I need to cut this one down too. All right. So that is pretty much done. I guess we'll start over here, making it. Okay. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. I've never done this before, so you guys are gonna watch me struggle through this. But I've seen some of you guys comment that you don't mind watching me struggle, so I'm glad, because I'm gonna be on the struggle bus in this series for a while, so. Okay. Like that. Like that. Maybe I'll maybe it has to be like this a little bit, and then I'll like connect it and then break these blocks or something. I don't know. Okay. So like that. Like that. But if you guys have any other questions of like anything else you want to know about me, just let me know. Okay. I need to come over a block, possibly. that gonna stay? Yeah, it will. Okay. I'm not really... This is gonna be difficult for me. Maybe I need to make it like this. Something along the lines of like this. Like, slowly fill it up. Like down here, and then go layer by layer? Possibly? Maybe something like that? That might be easier than like starting up at the top. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay. I feel like this is gonna take quite a while. It's working pretty well though, I would say. Oh my gosh. We pretty much made it. This first layer. Dude, that's awesome. Whoa! Okay. You do that. Do that. Do that. Dang, we're getting it. We've got it. Dang. Oh. Okay. Okay, this next layer might be a bit more complicated. Okay, now we definitely have an infinite water source. Okay. Okay! That's looking pretty good. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Dang, that fills up pretty good. Dang, I thought this was gonna be like way, way harder. It's not like as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna close that up. Okay. Okay, so maybe I'll put it up here. Put that one up here. Put that up there. Put that up there. Yeah, starting on the bottom layers was definitely a smarter choice. Okay. Then we'll do this. That. 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 Okay. It's getting nighttime. Oops. I can't see anything. Okay, I need to go to bed. Oh, there's a creeper over there. I still have a ton of dirt, which I'm gonna, this cave over here that, like, that we can see lit up, I'm gonna cover that up too. So, I'm surprised I didn't honestly use more dirt to cover the hole up, but again, I grossly underestimate or overestimate the amount of building blocks that I need. Ah! But yeah, we're gonna use the dirt to cover this up too, so. Luckily, we have plenty of dirt to do that. Okay, I really do think that we're gonna have to tackle this like one layer at a time. Because that seems to be the easiest way to do it. Hopefully a creeper does not come down here and explode all over me. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's getting somewhere. Also gonna address that I was going to put background music in my videos, but I feel like I can never find a good place to put it because like there are times when I don't talk for a while and then I'm like, oh, this would probably be a good place to put in like some music or something, but I don't know, I feel like having music in the background of my videos, I don't know, it just doesn't like suit my vibe. So I'm not gonna do that because I put it in the background. I think of like episode like 3 and I was like, I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't know if I like this. It just felt kind of weird. Like it didn't flow very well maybe. I don't know, but I don't think I'm gonna put music in my videos. I think some people can do it and do it like tastefully and do it well. I just feel like I don't do it very well. So I'm opting out. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I feel like this is the complicated part. Okay. What layer am I gonna do now? Do this layer. Okay. I think every like 2 blocks I put down water and it does pretty well. Oh, snap. Okay. Trying to get this where it's all like even. It's like pretty even around. You have to go up like one by one though. See, I feel like this is something to do like off camera. Because this type of stuff gets boring. I should have kept going up one layer by one layer, and I'm sure I would have been done by now. But I like to complicate things. And I complicated things. Oh man, I need to go home. I should have brought a bed with me, but I don't want to take the bed from home. I think it's funny how, like, the first half of this video, all I did was just like talk and talk, and now I'm just dead silent. Is that an Enderman up there? Oh no, that's just light with like pink flower on it. I thought it was like the Enderman's eyes. I ate that steak. I really need to get you guys some food. I planned on trying to make a fishing rod and get a saddle, but now I'm like really preoccupied with making this lake happen. Not going that way. Oh, there's so many creepers everywhere. Okay. don't know if that will help anything. Okay, let's try this now. Oops, I went up one too far. Well, that's going out pretty far. Dang. It was going so well. And then I messed it up. Now I'm not sure how to fix it. I don't know how to fix this. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this. I'm like so quiet because I'm trying to focus on this. I'm gonna focus on how to fix this, but I don't think I'm gonna fix it. I think I made a mistake and now it's all ruined. Yeah, I definitely messed this up. Alright, well this is something that I'm gonna have to fix. Okay, well, I feel like I can fix this, but I feel like that's going to be really boring for you guys to watch. So I am going to fix this, and in the next episode, you guys will see the final result of this lake, because I definitely messed it up. So I should have just kept going one layer at a time. I literally would have been done by now had I just done that. But I thought I can make it easier on myself by not doing that. So that is annoying of me. So I'll fix this mistake. That honestly is super annoying though. I could have had it done by now, but I was impatient and I tried to cut corners. It's a big life lesson, guys. Don't cut corners. So sorry that the end of this was kind of boring and you watched me struggle to make this lake and I didn't even make it, so. But hopefully you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more, and that was worth, I don't know, maybe watching the really boring parts of me trying to make this lake. So again, it's really late, so I'm kind of just like done, checked out, you know, I'm tired, but I wanted to get an episode up for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below. It really helps the channel grow, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.